In the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created FreeCircle so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. Beyond the bitterness, the coldness, and the disparity, it's all a day, a bitter, cold day. Look beyond, through the storm, and know there is a bright, beautiful day coming. Warm, bright, full of life. We're going through a storm, a cold cycle. Remember, there's a warm cycle coming. And that's the good part. That gives you the ability to push through. Confront the storms. Confront the cold. Make sure you understand there is a new season coming. Change. And if you get beyond the bitterness, the coldness, look beyond, my friends. Build harmony, build trust, build union. Most of all, build yourself up. There's a lot of people out there confused, cold. I don't know. We've got to lift people up. We've got to be ready to take the reins when disharmony comes. You've got to unite. You've got to put an end to it. The only way we can do this is through communication. There's a lot of ways in this world now people can throw confusion out. And the internet is one of those pathways to confusion. You've got to confront confusion with logic. You've got to understand sound bites and photographs and short clips. It doesn't tell the whole story. Don't be a one-sided coin. Always flip the coin over and make sure to study both sides. Understand what you are dealing with. There's a coldness. There's a confusion. There's a hurt. How do we fix it? We've got to start conceding a little bit. And we've got to start talking. There's a lot of people hurting out there. It's not just you. So don't feel alone in it. Don't get confused. Don't get entangled in the turmoils. Stick to your guns. Be prepared for the cold. Make sure you're ready to weather out the storm. Whether the storm comes or not, you should prepare for it. So let's make sure we are ready and we are able to make it through the cold, because it's just a season. The bright, warm summer is coming. A change. Don't get involved with all of the chaotic bickering. Understand how to fix things. Don't just jump at the first bone that is thrown your way over excitement. Make sure you understand things. The world is about hype right now. Don't fall into hype. If you're thrown hype, calculate. Do your due diligence. If you can verify, well, you've got to deal with it. But if it's not verifiable, don't get your Johnnies in an uproar. Let's stay civil out there. People are just people. And confusion makes them do funny things. Let's not play games and make fun of people, talk about people. Let's educate people. Let's make them understand what's going on in the world. Because an informed public, an informed citizenship, is a strong system of government. That's why the First Amendment is the First Amendment. And the Second Amendment is the Second Amendment for a reason. Don't get hooked on the hype, people. There's enough of that out there for the whole world to feed on forever. It's meant to be that way. Push it all to the side. Let it go away. What you need to do is start talking to people with different mindsets, understanding viewpoints, cultures of others. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to live it, but it's the same on the other side. And if we make that connection right there, stop the hate. It's your choice how you want to live. As with your neighbor, it's their choice how they want to live. As long as it's not hurting you, don't bother your neighbor. Try to understand your neighbor. It's one of those mysteries of life. There's a cold, calculated collusion coming against us. Let's really slow down, weed through each and every thing that we consume, and make sure that we want to accept it. Use logic, common sense, and compassion. There's hurt out there. Let's come together. Let's talk. Let's educate ourselves so you're not so volatile when these little issues come to the surface. Understand what you are dealing with in your life. Too much complacency in a cold world here, people. Stand up, wake up, and grow up. Well, that's it for another FreeCircle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join FreeCircle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the fireside. Ed, FreeCircle, out.